Humans are inherently social creatures who find joy in laughter, strength in community, and meaning in relationships. The need to belong is not merely a feeling, it is a fundamental human motivation that underpins our well-being. Belonging is seen in the smiling faces and outreached hands of a crowded room, in the swelling feeling of pride and validation that comes from empowerment, and in the warm embrace of understanding others. Humans have an underlying desire to be part of something greater than themselves, to live in a web of interconnected mutual care and empathy. Although community might be integral to a person, only some see the difference between relying on people and needing people at all. Relying on a community for shared strength is empowering, but mistaking that reliance for an absolute need traps you in a cycle of external validation instead of fostering internal resilience. Sigma males are among the few who understand this distinction and play by it. They value their independence over their interdependence because they see relying on others as a sign of weakness or vulnerability, as they know they can only trust themselves to get the job done. Abraham Maslow put it best: self-actualized people are independent of the good opinion of others. The Sigma male lived by this philosophy, carving his way according to his principles. To be clear, the fact that a Sigma male does not need others to survive in the context of this video doesn't mean they are going to totally alienate themselves, but that they utilize their resourcefulness to create a gratifying life as they see fit without necessarily relying on anyone else. In this video, we will explore 5 rarely noticed ways Sigma males show they can survive without others. Number 5. They express gratitude for the help received without feeling indebted. Gratitude can feel like a double-edged sword in today's fast-paced, transactional world. While it is essential to acknowledge the kindness of others, under the surface of that exchange often sits the hidden expectation of reciprocity. The simple thank you can swiftly become an I owe you one, making a person feel pressured to return the favor, even in instances where it is unsolicited. For Sigma males, the implicit expectation to reciprocate every act of kindness, even minor ones, can clash with their desire to define their terms of engagement. The idea of being beholden, tied down by an invisible debt, runs counter to their core characteristic of self-sufficiency. Sigma males negotiate the social dynamic of appreciation and are careful to find a balance between showing gratitude and maintaining their autonomy. They place a premium on genuine interactions and understand the importance of recognizing kind gestures, which they do, but without feeling like they owe anyone anything, freeing themselves from the shackles of unspoken debts and transactional expectations. When a Sigma male helps a stranded motorist, he doesn't do it expecting a roadside repair in the future. He helps because he cherishes what's meaningful, not because he keeps a mental ledger. Number 4. They don't respond to accusations. Accusations, whether justified or not, have a curious knack for igniting emotional wildfires. Like gasoline thrown on a tinderbox, they trigger fight or flight responses, leaving people scrambling for defense or validation. People would often seek allies, witnesses, and anyone who might bolster their position and quell the rising flames of doubt or anger. Sigma males recognize the reactive nature of accusation-fueled situations and choose not to play a role in another person's emotional drama. Their strength lies not in seeking a chorus of "you're right," but in the quiet confidence of their integrity. They understand that true innocence needs no external endorsement. They don't engage in the futile game of proving their innocence to those who readily cast doubt. They believe that their actions and their character speak louder than any hastily assembled defense team. No, they are not passive in the face of injustice. They stand grounded in their truth and engage with measured responses, free from the need for validation from others. This is because they do not care whether you believe them or not. Number 3. They don't look up to anyone. The most courageous act is still to think for yourself. Aloud. Coco Chanel. In today's world of instant influence, many people are obsessed with idolizing others, whether they are celebrities, influencers, or authority figures. They mindlessly follow their opinions, lifestyles, and choices without questioning whether they truly align with their values and goals. They lose their sense of identity and individuality and become mere copies of their idols. They do not know how to draw the line between imitation and inspiration. Sigma males, on the other hand, do not look up to anyone. They are confident in their abilities and decisions and do not need external validation or approval. The trends, fads, or expectations of society do not influence them. They are independent thinkers who draw healthy boundaries on where and who their inspiration should come from, and do not let them overshadow their originality and creativity. Number 2. They take ownership when others flake. We've all been there. You've agreed with someone to give you a hand on a project, be there for a special event, or return the screw gun he borrowed. You arrange your schedule, adjust your expectations, and invest your trust. Then, poof, they flake. Life is full of unexpected events, but there's a special sting to disappointment caused by someone who frequently fails to meet commitments. Most people fall into two camps when faced with a person who bails on commitment. Some scramble to find a replacement, frantically reaching out to others, hoping to salvage the situation. Others simply resign themselves to disappointment, letting the plans fall through while harboring a grudge towards the unreliable flake. Sigma males, however, take a different tack when faced with flakiness. While disappointment may prick, they refuse to let it derail their mood or productivity. Instead, they will take on the task themselves to prove to the flake that they can survive without their support. If needed, they'll express their feelings to the flaky individual, but they will never get a second chance. As the proverb warns, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Number 1. They set strict boundaries. Boundaries, those invisible lines we draw around our time, energy, and emotions. While often misinterpreted as walls of isolation, they are, in reality, bridges of self-respect and well-being. For most people, these bridges remain unbuilt, blurring the lines between personal and communal life, leading to the constant feeling of being stretched thin. Setting boundaries implies that we respect ourselves and our needs, and that we expect others to do the same. However, some people perceive boundaries as selfish, rude, or unfriendly, especially if they are used to getting their way or taking advantage of us. Sigma males understand the power of clarity. They set boundaries with assertiveness, clearly communicating their needs and limits. This isn't about pushing people away, but rather creating a safe space for self-growth and well-being. Their no holds the same weight as their yes, ensuring their energy and time are invested in what truly matters. With this, they show to people that they are truly self-sufficient and can live with minimal attention. There you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.